Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Today I would like to talk to you about online gambling stocks and online sports betting. We just got some excellent news today out of New York, and that's working as a good catalyst for us. Also, just a little bit separate from that, but still in the same vein, we also got some good news about our GNOG stock. We got a new 12-month price target for that, so I'm pretty excited about it. I really appreciated yesterday's video, the comments that I got on it, because I said IPAs instead of IPOs, and some people called me on it, and that was a lot of fun. And so, well, I don't think I'll be talking about IPAs today, but stranger things could happen. We'll see what else I get tongue-tied on. Well, without further ado, let's get ready to rock. Welcome back. For those of you who are interested, down in the description is a link to my Patreon. Over there I got my growth portfolio, my dividend portfolio, my weekly newsletter that has my weekly watch list of stocks on it. Also the patrons who are over there also add to that weekly watch list. Anything that they would like to see added, I add that on too. And that's been a lot of fun. Also, I have a Patreon exclusive videos that I put out there for exclusive content. Also, I have a private Discord where we go and we talk stocks throughout the week and provide support to each other. It's a good time. I really enjoy it. I really like the community that's building over there. That link is down in the description. I'm going to move on. Also down in the description, you'll find a link to Webull. By signing up and depositing $100, you get 2 free stocks. I get 2 free stocks for the referral. So thank you for any support that you show, even if it's just watching these videos. All I really want to do is bring you the best information that I can to try and bring your attention to these stocks and perhaps help you get to that level of financial freedom that we're all chasing after. Finally, if you haven't already and you'd like to, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Let's get on to the stocks. Alright, the first stock that I have for you is Golden Nugget Online Gaming, and I've featured this one before on my channel, and this has had just a rocky run of things ever since December the 28th. We had that high peak at $27.18, and it's just been a downhill slide since then. So the merger went through. It is a SPAC, it joined via SPAC, and well, we can just see that sell-off that it had, and we thought that would hold, and it broke, and then it went with the sell-offs of everything else through February, and we hit this low point here, and I'm like, the worst of the sell-offs over, we likely won't see that again. And then, well, we saw pretty much the same price come through just one more time with Golden Nugget, and then most recently you can see a little bit of a volume spike here along with this gap up that we have in the price. And the reason for that is that Jefferies came out and put a price target on this at $28. So this was about $14 per share when they said so, and so that's a 100% upside from where it was currently at. And so after today we're down below that 100%. And I don't think Webull's updated the analyst price target yet. So depending on what platform you look at, you won't see it. If you go into tip ranks will show that $28 estimate. It is in there, and they average together with the $24 estimate for the $26 estimate that's there. And so you can go ahead, you can check that out. This is a stock that I've invested in and one that I see a lot of upside potential. So do they. Jefferies talks a lot about the success that Golden Nugget Online Gaming has had in New Jersey and their initial success that they've had so far in Michigan, and they're also bringing it to Pennsylvania, and I think that they also have a deal in New York going on now. So this is one that I'm excited about, and with that 12-month price target giving us from that $14 price 100% upside, and now we're under that. Now we only have about $12.50 to go or so, $12.50 to go to get up to that price target, but we've got about a year to do it to get there. I think that this is something that as we see more legalization and as we see better numbers coming through with more market adoption, we could see Golden Nugget really taking a place of strength among the online gambling industry. Alright, on to the online sports betting news. This is a daily chart that we're looking at here for DraftKings, and we got news out of New York. I believe it's Governor Cuomo put out that they're reaching an agreement for the 2022 budget, and that they said that we could have online sports gambling in as early as the fall of 2021 to take advantage of the NFL season. And DraftKings, if we go to the intraday chart, if we go down to 30 minutes, you can see around that time that the news really started coming out. So back here on this candle, you can see the volume spike that we got, and then we had that ride up, and then I think it was Benzinga who put out the next shout out that we had, and you can see the market isn't, the after hours aren't closed yet. You can see that we're still getting a little bit of activity following that. So we have a lot of strength coming out of there, and the reason that we had this secondary spike here is because out of Action News, if we go to the news, so this is from Benzinga, I believe, but if you look, they actually, I'm sorry, not Action News, Action Network. I stand corrected. They talk about potential winners and losers, and if you look among the potential winners that they say, people who could actually stand to get the licenses, or skins as they call them, for the state of New York, you can see DraftKings is mentioned, Rush Street Interactive. FanDuel is in there, but they're part of, give me 1 second and I'll pull up their ticker symbol for you. So FanDuel, who is tied with Flutter Entertainment, ticker symbol in the OTC markets anyway. The way to access or to get into FanDuel is to look up the ticker symbol PDYPY for Flutter Entertainment Inc., and that would get you access to get in the game a little bit with FanDuel there. Let me go back to DraftKings. So in the potential winners that we have, like I said, DraftKings was mentioned, and as one of those potential winners, also Rush Street Interactive was also in there. So if we go to RSI, we can see a little bit more activity, although I don't believe that it acted as favorably. All right, so here we see Rush Street Interactive, and you can see this green candle that we had today. And if we go down to the 30-minute chart for RSI, there we go, including the after hours that we have, you can see the volume spike that we have, and you can see that it didn't really have that same impact that DraftKings did. It didn't quite have that same excitement that we had with DraftKings. It didn't even really have that same sort of trading day that we saw. So they're certainly not moving in sympathy with one another, and they're certainly not moving along with the same hype that you would have as you look at those plays. As far as the potential losers mentioned by Action Network, Penn was one of those, and you can see they had a bit of a sell-off today, and bouncing off the bottom right around that $100 mark, we found some support that you can see in these bottoms off the 30-minute chart that we had here. Still recovered kind of nicely, and then went sideways into the after hours. So Penn didn't have a horrible day in that, and the news certainly didn't crush them. They're still one of the major players when it comes to online gambling and esports. MGM was also mentioned as a potential loser. And if you go and you can read the Action Network article, and they explain it in a lot more detail. But when you look, you can see they also weren't really affected by the news so much the way that DraftKings was. DraftKings most clearly had the most favorable reaction to the news, and so this is a popular one. And there's not a lot to make out of the after hours that we have here because it is such low volume, but you can see that it did trade up throughout the regular trading hours today. So let me summarize. Golden Nugget Online Gaming, ticker symbol GNOG, had a great trading day today off that positive news about the 12-month price target that we have of $28 combined with the 12-month price target that we had already of $24. So we're right around that $24 to $28 range. I've mentioned its upside on my channel before, and it's a stock that has already shown promise in the past. And it's one that maybe because it was a SPAC and joined via SPAC, and there was a lot of sell-offs with SPACs, and a lot of talk of overpricing and just sell-offs in general for these growth companies. They got beaten up pretty badly, but I think that puts us in a pretty good place for, if we are invested already, for some serious upside throughout the next 12 months. So I really like the position that I have, and it's one that I'm going to continue to hold, and I hope that I brought some useful information to you there. As for the news coming out of New York about the legalization of online gambling and online sports betting, that's good news. I think that they still have some kinks to work out through their system, and DraftKings and RSI are two of the positions that I hold, and so I really hope that they do stand to benefit from that the way it's expected through Action Network. So like I said, go and read that article. Benzinga summarizes it. You can also read that one if you're just looking for a quicker read. It doesn't go into as much background detail about the situation in New York, about where that revenue should go. Should it be run through the state or should it be run through the casinos? You can go and you can read that. I know that Cuomo wants it run through the state so that way it can help offset some of the debt, because I think they're running at like a $15 billion deficit, and I think that was for the year 2021. So this legalization of online gambling and online sports betting was a move to help offset some of that debt. So we'll see how that plays out over time. We're making gains, though. They were at a deadlock for a while between Cuomo and other legislators, and also the casinos. And I think that there's also some tribal casinos that also have their own interests. So it's a really complicated situation, but it sounds like we might actually have New York jumping on the bandwagon for online gambling and for also online sports betting. There is sports betting right now, but you have to go into an actual physical building, I believe, in order to do that. I don't think that you can do it online. So DraftKings already exists, as far as I know, in New York, but as a physical entity, not as an online entity, at least not legally. So those are things that you can look at, things that you can consider, things that you can read about. If I'm wrong about any of those details, please let me know down in the comments. Also, anything else that you think about these stocks, or if there's other stocks that you know of that you would like me to read up on, just go ahead and let me know. I really enjoy reading the different comments and the different perspectives that you guys have to say. I really appreciate it. If anybody does want to join my Patreon, that link is down in the description as always. Also for Webull, if you want to sign up, deposit your $100 and get your 2 free stocks, that link is also down there. If you haven't already and like to, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Remember, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and due diligence. Contact a financial advisor before making any financial decisions. I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.